Go ahead, John Antonic.
Hey, Derek, you were on here, I think, when I asked Emmett this. I'm going to ask you this, too. The virus may dictate who the best team in the country is. Have you thought about that in terms of taking care of yourself and, who you associate with and all that and how you can keep yourself healthy through a whole season?
Oh, no, that's 100% right. The virus, you never know when it can hit, So if you take the right precautions, to stay one step ahead of, getting sick and then, getting sick and then, getting your other teammates sick, it's a domino effect at that point. So, I 100% agree with that because I feel like the team that's going to be there at the end is going to be the team that has the most, self-discipline, who's going to be able to, actually, listen to the to finer details, like as in like being 6 feet away when you go to certain areas. Like I said, this COVID thing surprised me. It's a lot more serious than I thought it was.
Greg Hunter?
Derek, what was your point of emphasis in working on things in the off season?
I said the biggest thing is playing stretched out a little bit more off the block because I'm accustomed to playing on the block, this that. But I'm talking about like playing like on the wing, catching the ball, one dribble, two dribbles to the rack, be able to attack or dish the ball off to my teammates, just being able to play outside like my comfort zone, which is, on the block and, certain feet away from basket. But for the most part, like, stretching the floor, shooting jumpers, things like that.
Go ahead, Justin Jackson.
Hey, Derek, how you doing?
Good, yourself?
I'm doing well. Hey, I had a chance, like last week, a couple weeks ago, to talk with your high school coach, Coach V, and telling a story about how he first met you. He was picking up your older brother for practice one day, and I guess you were a second grader out playing out in the front yard, and he, I guess he told your brother, he goes, "There's no way that kid's in second grade," because I guess you were pushing 5 feet already at that time, or?
Yeah, I was pretty tall, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've always been that big guy, but I'm kind of just interested, life as always the biggest guy, and then, bam, you get into college and you're not the biggest guy anymore. How much of a process and a learning experience has that been for you?
It's been, I'm not gonna lie to you. Freshman year, it was kind of a little bit of a wake-up call, but it wasn't really something necessarily like too much that I dwelled on, even though like you said, I wasn't the biggest person in basketball anymore. So I had to really play a different role and just, figure out how would I go about that role. So, but it was a pretty easy adjustment, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it was something I did have to get adjusted to, for sure.
Cody Nesper?
Hey, Derek. I think last week, Coach Huggins was talking to us about he wants you and Oscar to be more comfortable, not just taking 4-foot shots, but maybe, 15-foot shots. So I was just wondering, how do you feel, your jump shot is coming along, and are you at a point where you would feel comfortable taking shots like that in a game?
Oh, yes, sir, for sure. I can confidently say that this year for sure. Last year, no. But this year for sure, like I said, I've been taking time out to work on my jump shots. One fluid motion. No hitch in my shot. Looking at the rim, finding something in the rim, aim for it, shoot. Just the basic mechanics. But yeah, I would say I'm pretty comfortable with shooting the ball this year. I've been shooting in practice. I've been shooting at a very good, pretty good rate, I feel like. So like I said, I'm pretty comfortable with that, as I would say, as far as this year. Yes, sir.
Let's go back to Greg Hunter.
So, Derek, the young guys behind you in terms of Isaiah and Senny, how much do you work with them? What do you see out of them?
Oh, I'm gonna start with Senny. Senny, he's a very high energy guy. He's gonna play 110% every single play. That's one thing I'm gonna say about Senny. He's a little raw. He has he's young. He's gonna have his little ups and downs. But for the most part, Senny, he's a hard worker. If he's not gonna get on the first 2 times, you can best believe the third, fourth try, he's not trying to mess it up at all. So that just goes that type of person he is. He's always going to try to get better. And Isaiah has all the tools. Isaiah can do anything Isaiah wants to do. That's the best thing you can label with Isaiah. He can if Isaiah really like if he really wants to take this serious, Isaiah he's a person that can play in the NBA for sure, without a doubt. Because like I said, he can put the ball on the ground, he can shoot, he can rebound. He's just Isaiah has to get tougher. And like I've told, just like I would tell you that I've told Isaiah that it's not shots Isaiah, it's just him just being younger. And so once you're young and you're equipped with those type of tools like that, there's going to be a lot expected from you. I told him that. I said it was like that my freshman year. I said there's going to be a lot expected out of you. So therefore, when you get hit with a certain teams, with all their defense, all they can offer you, you can't really like weather away. You got to weather the storm, figure things out. But like I said, Isaiah, he has a very high ceiling for sure. If Isaiah can get tougher, there's nothing Isaiah can't do for sure.
Back to you, Justin.
Hey, Derek, for the last couple of weeks, we've been talking to all the guards, and they've been talking about, how they've improved their shot and they're more comfortable in the offense, which obviously will kind of help spread the defense out a little bit. But still, basically, when it comes down to it, people are going to look to you and Oscar to lead the team. And, that was a process you guys went through last year as far as getting comfortable with playing with each other. So, year two of you guys doing it, what's it going to look like? How's it feel? And, and are you guys ready to take on that, everyone's looking at us kind of thing?
Yes, sir, for sure. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie. Last year, not so much so but like me personally, I kind of struggled last year because he didn't really know anything other than play like what I'm saying, like down low, and I had to play like high post, so I had to like dish the ball into him, this, that, and the other, and he's not really comfortable of playing in the high post, and like after the roles were reversed, so I just had to take on a chin. But like I said, it was all for the benefit of the team. So like I said, everything worked out for the greater the good. But for the most part, me and we're most definitely we're gelling a lot better this year because he's worked on his passing, and his high post game is a lot more fluent. So therefore, it's able to transition both ways. So I'll be able to get him the ball. He'll be able to get me the ball. So like I said, and all in all, everything's is going well. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna be a force to reckon with because for sure we're both big, so we bring two different types of games to the table. So therefore, it's really gonna be hard to really guard us, to be honest with you.
Okay, Greg, we'll finish up with you.
So, Derek, what about in terms of leadership? You, Emmett, and Jordan are the old guys now. So are you the guys that have to be the leaders?
Yes, I feel like I feel like we're more so to be the leaders because we've been in the system the longest out of everybody. We were kind of like the first ones that were like signed to this class out of me, Jordan and Emmett. So I feel like we take more of a leadership role just because there's like new guys that are older like Gabe, but Gabe he's a natural born leader. So he necessarily you're not gonna really get any like no any really problems out of Gabe or nothing like that. So like players like that, they're easy to mesh with. So him being older, so it's not gonna really have to be too much of like an explaining factor with guys like that. Like Kedrian that came in. Guys like that who's older that been through systems before. They have that leadership with them. It's not really hard to just mesh with guys like that. But I would say the forefront leaders I would say it would be us three for sure.
All right, Derek, thanks for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.